Well, here's a modern day headline for you. According to the latest research, more young people are living with relatives than on their own. The Fox 5 iTeam's Dana Fowle says, as odd as that may sound, there are actually some upsides to this. Dana, I remember when I graduated high school, oh my gosh, I couldn't wait.
Our generation hightailed it out of there. We got out of that nest as fast as we could. But today, young people, we're talking 18 to 34 years old. 34 is a grown-up. According to the Pew Research Center, they're moving back home in numbers not seen since the 1940s. There are three notable reasons, but here's the top reason. Get this, fewer people get married before the age of 35. And in fact, 1 in 4 people, they might never get married. So living as a pair is cheaper than living alone. So they move home solo. Education plays a role, of course. If you don't have a college degree, you are more likely to live with your folks than people that age who do have one. And finally, solid employment. It comes out of a higher education. Young people with a college education make more money and can afford to live on their own more easily. But let's not discount this, that the metro Atlanta area, degree or no degree, is very expensive. Now, there are upsides, and you can most likely save money living with a relative, or sort out what you want to be when you grow up, when you're under somebody else's roof. But I talked to a fella, 29-year-old Russ Broadstone, who tells me, we talked via smartphone, that when his plan A fell through, moving home with his parents was plan B. He says, sure, there are cons, but there are positives too.
Privacy or lack thereof, kind of tiptoeing around the house, or mom and dad telling you to go to bed at an earlier time. But I also have to be respectful and understand the situation. Also try to help out around the house as much as possible and realize truly how much they've done for me. Lastly, going back to a few positives, who doesn't like to see the family dog and have some of mom's home cooking?
We were just talking about that in here. A lot of us would like to do that. He's in North Carolina right now. He's working toward his personal trainer certification, and you guessed it, he is saving money. And he said he's had an opportunity to reconnect with his parents. He'd been gone a long time. They're getting older, and he said it's actually nice.
That's an upside.
Yeah.
When you think about it. But are we talking record-setting numbers as far as how many
all these people moving home? Yeah, sort of close. It's not quite the peak. The Pew study shows that this living with the folks arrangement was highest around 1940, but today's numbers are not far off. We're talking about this close, folks. And young men, you are more likely to live at home than young women. Study's interesting. I've already posted the story to fox5atlanta.com, and within it is a link to that study. I know a lot of you guys like to read that stuff too, so I went ahead and posted it. It's good.
Young men are moving back home. That surprises me.
That does not surprise me. Sorry, fellas, that does not surprise me.
Interesting. Oh, we'll talk.
Yeah, we'll talk.
All right, Dana, thank you.